What's going on, mobile gamers? Tonight we're going to be checking out modification, or well, I'm going to be modifying the Odin 2 Max Blue model with some Sakura retro modding, ABX and Y Xbox style buttons, and I'm going to be putting in white buttons. You guys have watched me modify the Odin 2 before, and I thought I'd do this live, and you guys chose this, which is really cool. Of course, we're all here for this thing. Well, some of us might be here for this thing as well. The BSP D9 gaming controller that I'm going to be giving back to one of you to celebrate 9,000 subscribers. Yes, we're way past 9,000 subscribers right now, which is pretty awesome and pretty crazy all at the same time. I appreciate everybody that has basically popped over to the channel and subscribed. Any gamers that have subscribed, I appreciate every one of you, which is something that is pretty crazy to see. Don't forget about next weekend too, because we're going to be giving away the Odin 2 base model for one of you, and I'm going to be talking about something else today as well. So let's get to modding this, because I've been wanting to do this for a while. I haven't really touched this for a while since I put the skin on it. A lot of you ask me where I get my skin from. I got it from Soapy Guard. I did a video about that as well, and I keep linking that anytime somebody asks me. So that's where that came from. I'm just gonna get my chat up here so that I can pop it out onto the other screen. If the music's too loud, let me know. If my voice is too loud, let me know. If you can't see something, also let me know in the chat, because I am trying to use something else for my camera so that you guys can actually see it okay. I know it kind of looks like it's a little bit blurry, but hopefully it's not. Let's do pop-out chat so I can actually see what you guys are saying. Whoa, what do we got here? Holy cow. Oh, button mods, game and anime, DMG clan, welcome. Hi, Angel. Hi, Juan. Let's go. Where's everybody from? Hey, everybody. Hey, Green Scout. Thomas, what's up? Hey, what's up? Getting lit. Who else we got in here? Little T's, Honeybees, DMG clan, welcome, and thank you for becoming a member today. Apparently it went into my business account. Let's do this. Eduardo, let's go. Yes, we are going to be doing stuff differently tonight too with the giveaway. I've already gathered all of the members, so as any giveaways, I'm going to announce, hey, you have to have all of your entries in by a certain day, and all of your extra entries on the video in by a certain time frame as well when I do the giveaways. So like today, for example, I gathered all the information by 5 o'clock. Did you wait for the beat to drop? No, I didn't. Do they make buttons for the Legion Go or Ally? I think they do for the Ally. I'm not sure if they do for the Legion Go. I will actually go to their Etsy store. Sakura retro modding. And paste that in here. So you guys can jump over there if you want to at any time. Don't know if I can pin this or what. Now I'm just spamming the chat with the hundreds. So yeah, basically today I ended up gathering all of anybody that became a member before 5 o'clock. There was a couple of you that became members. Thank you very much for becoming a member. You do get extra perks, not just giveaway entries and stuff. You get extra perks and other stuff on the channel. So I have done a video about this as well. How's it going, Oliver? Yes, sweet Sakura buttons, which are right here. I did a mod already for the PlayStation one, which I'm going to show you guys. I think this is it. Or is this the... No, this one is it. So I'm going to show you guys this. If you missed that video, I did do the PlayStation style buttons, as you can see them underneath here, the PlayStation style ones. This custom Odin 2 is going to one of you. This is the final 5th Odin 2 going to one of you at some point during the 5 Odin giveaways for all of the gamers on the channel. And of course, I shared something about this Odin right here, which is a members only Odin, the white one. If you didn't see that video, this is the white Odin 2 blue, or Odin 2 blue, Odin 2 Pro in white. I think I said white already. And that's going to one of my members, or our members on the channel, when we reach a certain amount of members, which is 150 members on the channel. As of today, we have approximately 50 members. I think it was 46 the other day with Patreon members and everything. So plus today, so 48 members total. That's slick. Yeah, it is a really cool modification. To be honest, did I win? So you'll also get a 256 gigabyte micro SD card with the Odin 2 Pro. If you want to see that quickly here, it's the white one in here, all ready to go with my fancy sticker and everything in the box, ready to go to one of the members. It'll be a battle of the members. It'll be a private members only live giveaway whenever we reach that 150 members threshold, and that is between either Patreon and or YouTube members. So I'm pretty excited about that, and that's going to sit here until we reach that threshold, and I will announce when that happens. So yes, next weekend is the very first Odin 2 base model giveaway. Odin 2, did I say Odin 2? Yes. Odin 2 base model giveaway. Tonight we're going to be modifying my blue max model. This was my pre-ordered blue max model that I got back in August. Well, I didn't get it back in August, but I pre-ordered it back in August. Very, very cool thing that I actually saw somebody else, actually I think it was Sakura that did this. They used a little styrofoam pad that came inside their box to actually put this on, so that you can just set it on top so it doesn't get damaged or anything. So I'm going to be using, I think this is the Philips Zero. I'm going to be using that for, I think, the insides. And I need to get my toolkit. I put my toolkit and the blue mat and everything in the link in the description below. Can I have a hug instead of the Odin? Sure, Curtis. If you come on down, you can have a hug. Been a while. that sounded weird. If you guys must know, I know Curtis. We are long-term friends, and I haven't seen him in like 4 years, probably 4 or 5 years. So yeah, he's a friend that I hung out with a lot back in the day. We used to do a lot of this kind of stuff, like modding stuff, but I haven't seen him in a while. And yes, if he wants to come down, he can have a hug. So there's 4 screws on the back. I will give hugs to anybody that lives close by if you want, but anyways, we're gonna get these 4 screws off the back side here. Now, one big thing I'm gonna let you guys know off the hop is these buttons, the M1 and M2 buttons on the newer models of the Odin 2s, they glued them down. They put a little bit of glue adhesive so that they don't just fall out when you take this apart. Now, the really cool thing about this mat is that you can keep stuff organized. Now, usually when I put my screws off on a mat like this, I just kind of put my big main ones in one side here, and then everything else just kind of, I do it as I go along with it. So just do one side at a time. So I can't get my screw out. There's my magnetized, there it goes. Okay, so these are magnetized too. So where I start on this, I start usually at the top. I'm also going to make sure I take out my micro SD card. We're not going to intrude on that anyways, but I'm going to take that. Oh, I don't even have my micro SD card in there anymore. Okay, never mind. So if you have a micro SD card, take it out. So I start up here and just start working my way around. And now I got a nice split right there, which is good. And you can use your guitar picks if you want to use those. Not really necessary. This plastic is pretty easy to pop off, so as you can see, the plastic is kind of cracking there. Hopefully my camera shows this really good. It's hard to tell with the blue because it's see-through. What's your favorite feature of the Odin 2? My favorite feature is just the device itself. Like, it is a really powerful device, and I love everything about it. Like, there's so many things just the fact that it's Android too, and the fact that we can, and hopefully soon, Linux is coming to this. I've been following the Linux, so I did flash Linux to this, but then I reflashed it back to stock because I'm not really fluent with Linux that much. So there's the back plate all the way off. I just kind of slid it all the way off at the back. But the cool thing about Linux is that we can probably get more performance out of this thing. And I never got a chance to test out like CMU or PS3 or anything like that, just because I flashed it. I thought it was cool. I tried out Yuzu, I tried Citra, and those were working great. I tried Super Nintendo, that was working great, but I still like the Android. We need an operating system that's kind of easy to use for that kind of thing, like Gelos, for example. Gelos is a good operating system, well, a good just enough Linux system, I guess. And I tried that out on another device that I have. Now, I'm going to be sharing something about that very soon. So these triggers, so favorite feature though, like, I just like everything. I don't know, I can't really say there's a favorite feature. The only thing I could say, now there's only just one screw, that they could do differently is give us different options for the joysticks, maybe like higher up joysticks. I know people have been making 3D printed joysticks and stuff, but I'm pseudo stupid with Linux. Yeah, like I know Linux enough, and I did get everything up and running after talking to the community and stuff about how do I do this, or where do I find this and whatever, but it's a lot of Googling, and I don't think there's like a perfect how-to on the Linux side of things out there, where you just have to kind of like look online and Google things. And living in this type of age, we can Google how to do anything almost. You probably Google how to become a doctor. I wouldn't recommend it though. Somebody says that they're a doctor and they got their MD off of Google. Don't trust that. So this is the, no, that's the left side. You got to think about it backwards. So what I'm doing is just clipping these together to get them ready, because I like to take things out and then put it back in right away. So I'm going to start all on this side. Thank you, Juan. 2 questions. Which one? Gaming console 2 was the first thing you modded. So thank you very much for the donation and the super or the super question. Is that what that's called? I'm gonna heart that right away. So very first console that I ever owned, mobile wise, is my Game Boy Color. So for Christmas when I was 9 years old, I got a Game Boy Color and Pokemon Yellow. I got a green Game Boy Color, if you want to know the full facts of that, and a Pokemon Yellow, all brand new. I remember it like yesterday, all brand new in the box and everything. Now, if I knew how crazy of a market that stuff would have been today, I probably wouldn't have opened it. I can't say that, I probably would have. I was a kid, I didn't know any better. It's just like Pokemon cards back then. Now Pokemon cards is one of my pastimes as well. I'm gonna pull this out. Be careful with these because they glued these in now too, all these little push tabs and everything. So just be careful on pulling them out because they did glue them in. You could use like tweezers and stuff. I do have, where did I put them? My tweezers right here. I got these ones right here from Extreme Rate. Now the second question, what was the first thing I modded? When it comes to modding, do you mean like this kind of stuff or hacking like my PSP? Because I think my PSP was probably the first thing that I actually modded to. And it wasn't like a crazy mod, it was a mod of just changing out the faceplate, which was really easy to do, and it's still really easy to do. Now, sometimes I put my screws with the stuff that I actually am swapping out so that I know where they are, because there gets to be a point where there's a lot of screws floating around, and these ones are actually kind of the same size. So they're not really much different. Hacking software? Is that what he said? It's hacking software. Oh. Congrats on 2K subs. 2K subs? 9,000 subs. Were you here on the when I got to 2K subs? We're at 10,331 gamers on the channel now, which is crazy. I think it's 31. Let's see. Analytics. Refresh. Is my chat not refreshing, maybe? Okay, let's try to refresh this again. 10,334 of you. That is a crazy amount of followers on the channel, and I think that's crazy. Oh, there it goes. Now it's refreshing. It just took a second. The super chat. Yeah, super chat. Okay, so yeah, that's something that I'm trying to learn a little bit more about. The live stuff too is what, because I know you can send super stickers and super thanks and stuff like that. So yeah, so that was basically my first thing that I guess my PSP was the first thing I hacked, and I hacked that with an old hack that you had to like turn your PSP on, and then you had to go to like the image or the pictures app or whatever. I forget what it was called. I can't remember what the hack was called, but it was something. Oh, I forgot to pop these joysticks off. You have to take these joysticks off first, by the way. The hats. I was wondering why that wasn't coming up. If it doesn't come up, don't yank on it. That probably sounded weird too. Yeah. So the PSP, and my buddy and I actually hacked it while borrowing Wi-Fi from a lawyer's office, because we didn't have strong internet back then. We back then had dial-up, I think, and the lawyer had pretty fast internet, and it was like a lawyer's office that was by a gazebo in our hometown. So yeah, that's the story about that. That was the very first thing I hacked, and back then it wasn't really the craziest thing to, you know, say, hey, I had a hacked PSP. It was cool, but I can't remember. I think we did get games and stuff like that to play on emulation, like when it came to like Super Nintendo and Game Boy and stuff, but I don't think it was that great back then. Now that was back in probably like 2012 or something. I don't know. All right, so when I take these things apart, so I'm gonna flap this over just like that. You could put a screwdriver there for a second or something just so it doesn't flap back over. And we're gonna just take out replace what we take out basically. So I got my D-pad and my other buttons here. Now, I don't think I'm gonna do the volume rocker, just because the volume rocker is in a spot where I have to do heat and take the battery out and all that stuff. I'm not gonna do that with this thing today, just because you have to take out all of this stuff up here, and I don't have an extra power button if I accidentally rip the cable. AYN did send me an extra power button. I don't know if they did that by mistake, but I did that with the Oreo Odin, and because I wasn't paying attention, yeah, I did rip it. So I replaced it, and it was working perfectly fine. So that's the home button. We're gonna use the tweezers, but yeah, you use some heat up there and you'll be able to take that ribbon cable up. And I would only suggest doing that if you really want to try your best at that, getting that off, and you have a backup. Now ask AYN if you order parts to say, hey, can I get an extra power cable just in case? I would say, just because you don't want to damage it and then not have a power button whatsoever, because you won't be able to get the thing on unless you plug it into your computer, because you can force boot it to turn on. Now tweezers, we got all that in there. This is a pretty simple modification, honestly. It's not really the hardest thing to do. I would say even at a beginner level, this is something that is great to actually learn on. Unlike cell phones, for example, I have a lot of years of experience with taking apart cell phones and stuff and putting them back together. And normally I would pop the battery off if I was doing anything crazy, but if you have a rubber mat like this and you're just very careful and not putting any magnets or anything on this, you will be fine without shorting anything out. Knock on wood. There we go. Oh, Victor Diaz, thank you very much. Will you be doing an Xbox emulator guide sometime down the future? Also, we'll be gone for a month in a field with RP4 setup ready. Will be what? Also, we'll be gone for a month in the field with my RP4E setup ready. Thanks to you. Oh, awesome. I really like hearing that you guys find my tutorials helpful. Thank you very much for the donation, Victor. That is really awesome. Xbox 360 emulation setup for like the PC or the Asus, if you mean, or do you mean for my actual Xbox 360 that I'm planning on hacking still? Emulation wise, I haven't really touched Xemu. I think Xemu is what the emulator was called. I don't remember. I haven't played with that in a while. Now, I can deep dive into it because like what I do a lot of the times, as I showed you guys a few weeks ago when it came to me hacking the Wii U, for example, is I'll outsource everything I can on the internet to try to figure things out and then try to explain it to you guys a lot easier. Obviously, like it's not stuff that I personally have designed or developed or anything. It's something else that somebody else, or something that somebody else has developed, obviously. And yeah, it's Xenia. Yeah, that's what I thought. Or Xenia. Yeah, not Xenia. What's Xemu? I don't remember. I think I'm thinking of Cemu. Cemu is another one I'm gonna do. I've already configured Cemu and stuff. I just haven't done tutorials or anything. So yeah, the Rogue Ally guides. Okay, yeah. So I haven't done that yet just because I have Cemu that I'm gonna be doing. I will do Xbox 360. I did Xbox 360 on my PC like 3 or 4 years ago, and I just kind of stopped using it because it wasn't as good back then. So yes, I will continue with tutorials very soon. I've been just doing other things on the channel because I know what the whole emulation scene is like right now with things, so I kind of was veering away from tutorials for stuff like that for the time being. But it's not, I'm not saying I'm not going to do it. So I'm just saying right now I'm going to kind of not share it yet. But I will put that on the list of, because I forgot all about the Xbox 360 one. I have the Cemu on the list because Wii U emulation is actually really, really great on the Asus Rogue Ally, like to the point where what was I doing? Grabbing a screw. Tears of the Kingdom. Breath of the Wild looks really awesome on Cemu when you put the modifications on it and everything. And yes, I'll be teaching how to do all that stuff as well when it comes to the mods and all the other stuff for Cemu, so that you can understand how to get everything. Now, I do have, like I said, a Patreon now, and I've kind of hinted around to sharing some things on Patreon that I'm not going to be sharing on YouTube for specific reasons, because I'll probably get demonetized for it. So it's not going to be direct, hey, secret things, but it's going to be hints around to certain things that you can find on the internet. And that's all I'm going to say. Now, right here, there's a white line on this ribbon cable here that you just want to line up. Now, you can use tweezers like this to get it lined up in there. As you can see, there's like a line right there. I don't know if you can really see that. No, it's kind of hard to... So, you see that? Okay. So there's white lines on the black that kind of make it so that it's easy for you to see where to line that ribbon cable up. It's really nice to actually see that kind of thing on ribbon cables when you actually see that, because not all ribbon cables have that kind of thing on there, or line on there, I guess. Don't really know the terminology of all this stuff. I know what things are, like this is the vibrator motor and that's the speaker, and yeah, those are the joysticks. Now, another thing, when you're doing the joysticks, don't forget to put that dust cover back in there. As you can see, that white's actually looking really slick. I like that. I gotta remember on this side, I gotta cut out a little bit of the cover. Emu content is sketchy unless you do it for Patreon. Yeah, it's hard to, that's why I try to be just straightforward with the emulation stuff when it comes to tutorials, because I'm teaching you how to use a tutorial, use an emulator that somebody else developed, and I'm trying to teach you how to use it the easiest way I know how, rather than deep diving into all the other stuff like, hey, this is how you get games and stuff like that, because obviously you should be getting your games by using a dumper, of course, or a hacked Nintendo Switch, hint hint. Yeah. So yeah, you can hack your Nintendo Switch and dump your games. I just did that today, by the way, if anybody was listening. I hacked that Nintendo Switch that I just showed you. I did the hard Qfly or Huffly or whatever hack. Got the parts off of AliExpress. Took me 2 hours. 2 hours on another Nintendo Switch. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, so yeah, it is kind of a sketchy thing to kind of, you know, show everything, unless, yeah, you have like Patreon or something. Like there's a lot of people that, like YouTube content creators, that use Patreon for certain things that cannot be shared on YouTube because of multiple reasons. All right, so we got all that back in there. That's pushed down. This is all down. Everything's good to go. So yeah, that dust cover, make sure you don't forget that, because that does fall out when you take this out. So it's this little rubber piece right here that will fall out sometimes, and it'll be sitting on your table and you'll be like, oh crap, I forgot to put that back in. All right, so now that that's there, this is backup joysticks or whatever, and same with the triggers. Now the next thing we have is left and right, so this way. So this just goes right in here, and it's pretty simple. And then this is the left one. Now this is a pain in the butt. This part is a very big pain in the butt. Holy crap. Thank you very much, Little Tease Honeybees. I like your name. Little Tease Honeybees. Thank you very much for the $20 donation. Just crossing my fingers. ABYX. Let's go. That is awesome. Yes, crossing your fingers for the BSP D9 gaming controller. I was actually playing with it a little bit today, and I forgot how nice the thing actually felt in my hands. And it's really similar to like a PS4 controller. I've never held a PS5 controller, so I don't know if I can compare it to that. And that's why when I did my video about it, I was like, is this like the next coolest thing to a PS Portal? Because like I'll never buy a PS Portal just because I don't really have a use for it. But the fact that you can get, ah crap, give me a second, gotta unscrew this. That right trigger slipped. There we go. Okay, perfect. All right, I like that. That looks really good. What was I saying? So yeah, the controller, it does really feel really nice, and it's very easy to connect. I am gonna do, I've had a lot of people ask me about doing guides for the controller. Thank you again very much for that super, is that a super sticker? I'm trying to figure this out. Super sticker, 1UP. It says, oh, celebrate their first super on the live. Oh, okay. What is that though? Best of lucks to all, especially for me, White Boy Frick. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming in tonight. This has been an awesome experience. I would pay good money for colored buttons like purple or white from Legion Go or Ally. It's super shocking no one is doing them for those yet. There was a place in China selling them. Yeah, and just, did you check over on Etsy at all? Because like Etsy does, like there's a lot of sellers on there that have a lot of stuff like that, or even like contact any of these guys, like even Sakura, for example. Maybe contact Sakura and say, hey, is there any way you can do something custom for me or something? Now, I'm not sure how he does his stuff or they do their stuff, because I think they had a Odin 2 and they probably just kind of like made a mold out of it. I'm not sure how that stuff goes because I don't have a 3D printer, but I'm sure that's probably how they design their stuff, is basically looking at the buttons. And then oh, this part is so annoying because the magnet on the back. So So this magnet right here wants to try to grab your screws. Just be careful when you touch that. It is a bugger. Yeah, so just contact them and see if they'll see, like I just said, just grabs it and see if they'll do something custom for you, even if it does cost a couple extra bucks, I guess. But yeah, these two screws look like they're different size, so they definitely are. So I don't think, where the heck did that just go? Here it is. All right, so that was interesting. That's what I would do, is just contact 3D scanning and then printing. That's what I figured, was just something like scanning it and then printing it. I guess I don't really have any experience with that kind of stuff. We have a Cricut and that does vinyl. That's all that does. So wow, this ribbon cable right here, I haven't taken this apart yet, and look at the white right there. It kind of looks like it's like not even lined up. Hold on, let me see if I can. And that's from the manufacturer. I haven't had any problems with it, so it must be lined up fine. But yeah, there's a little black tab on the left hand side here. I don't usually use my metal tweezers for a lot of things, but yeah, we want to take this ribbon cable out and then just bend it upwards nicely. What we snacking on tonight? I got a coffee at 7 or 8 o'clock at night, and we're celebrations. We're celebrating Truffe Caramel Biscuits au Beurre, or in English we can got butter cookies, caramel truffles. Not sponsored. If they want to sponsor me, you know where my email is. It's in the about section. I love these cookies. They are really good if you put a nice warm marshmallow in between them. It's an easy s'more. By Celebrations. Add over. I had one earlier. And then we had Slovaki for dinner, homemade Slovaki. That was the only thing I ate today, and a handful of chips. That was all I ate today. I don't know. I was hacking that that Nintendo Switch today, and then I was doing other things. I was doing more videos. I try to do a lot of my video stuff on the weekends or on Saturday, and then during the week when I can. If you guys want to know when I do my videos, they're all obviously pre-recorded and scheduled. Sometimes I let members see videos early. If you're a member, you get to see some of this stuff early. There's going to be some members only videos coming out very soon, both on Patreon and on the channel. I don't know if I'm going to share the whole hacking process of the Nintendo Switch on YouTube or not, because of many reasons, but I might share like a dimmed down or a dumbed down version of what I did, how I did it, because I had to buy a microscope. I have not touched a microscope since probably high school, and this thing was actually really cool. I'm probably going to do a video about that too. If you want to do any soldering, micro soldering, I am not a professional solderer. I can solder like a wire to a pad and then call it a day, but I am not a professional by all means. I know what to do when it comes to soldering, and that's about it. Might not look the greatest. I remember when I was actually being taught how to MIG weld once, way back in the day, and I sucked so bad that they did not bring me back to that section of the factory. So yeah, that's my story about how to learn how to weld. All right, excuse me, I just did a little burpee there. A, B, X, and Y buttons. So these are really cool. Yes, there's already A, B, X, and Y buttons in here, but I wanted the Xbox style buttons because I like the A, B, X, Y on the bottom left, right, top, right, left. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Xbox style controller. Just like this thing. Xbox style controller. So definitely need to get some better soldering gear. I've got a nice reflow station, but no scope. Yeah, I got this. I'll show you it. It was actually only $150 Canadian, and it actually is really nice. I know it's hard to see probably on camera, this thing right here, I will do a video about it and you'll see how well of a picture it actually produces. That was 150 bucks Canadian. That is, might be a little bit cheaper or cheaper in US or whatever, but when it comes to the buttons, this is what I do. I put the tweezers in and just drop them wherever. Now I'm going to take all of these buttons out because I have to do something with this. Usually I would take them out, then put them back in. And I'm also going to be taking out this part right here for a second because I have to take all of these out too. This skin that everybody loves gave me some trouble when I did it. And it still gives me trouble because there is some of the skin is like protruding right there. So I'm gonna put those down like this for a second. And I got really sharp blade. Hey, it's cricket blade. I want to start soldering more so I can tend to RAM upgrade on the ally. The 16 gigabytes is a decent amount. I'm gonna be doing a video about changing out the SSD on that, or not the SSD, the NVMe on that soon. Now what I'm doing here, this is not something you have to do. I'm only doing this because the skin is in the way. This is where I got my doctor's license, by the way. I got it on Google, and now we're playing Operation. Yeah, so this is not something that you guys have to do, by the way. You can just ignore this if you're here to learn how to take this apart. I'm just doing this because there's a little bit of skin that's kind of just in the way right there, and that's about it. So that should be good, hopefully. Now let's dump this off. Put this back over here. Be careful of that speaker and that ribbon cable again. And let's put these parts back in so we don't forget them. Make sure you don't forget this pad. I did that the very first time I did my modification, and it was kind of annoying having to take this back apart again. Not that it's hard to do, it's just an annoying thing. Now, there's no holes in these buttons, so you just have to kind of line them up and get them in the right spots. Dear Liza. Can we see that? I don't know if we can see that. They're black, so it's hard to see. There you go. There we go. And the bunny ears go downwards. There. You'll know it when you actually have it in your hands, too. The bunny ears actually go upwards. My mistake. There, makes sense. And then there's like a flat spot on the actual buttons on the back. Now I need to put in the other home and back buttons. So the back button goes down here, and if I can grab it. It's just easier to do it this way rather than your fingers. I think it's this way. No. Doesn't want to. Oh, there we go. All right, now the pad. Make sure you put the pad back on and flip that flap back over. Now we can start screwing that back in a little bit, and then you can put your old buttons wherever you want. You can put them in this little case. They did a really cool job with this little case. He's got his little brand in here etched and everything, which is really cool. And then I can put this back in. I think it was in this bag, wasn't it? No. I'm just gonna put it in that bag anyways. There we go. I'm gonna start screwing this back together here. Now I gotta remember, I don't know why those screws look like they were bigger than they are. Who knows? Are you okay over there? Eating too many cookies? Enjoy, have a good one. Hey, I have to go see my baby cousin at the hospital. Maybe she'll enjoy the live, then Mickey Mouse. Congratulations to whoever wins. Bye-bye! See you later, Grain Scout. Thanks for jumping in. Have to go see my baby cousin at the hospital. Oh, yeah, I did read that. People with knives on lives is always a suspenseful time. Yeah, that's a sharp knife too, not like my blade that I pull out sometimes. I don't know where it is. It's probably in my drawer. My pocket knife, I guess, not my blade. I'm not freaking killing vampires here. Yeah. I want to start trying. John, those bring me back. That's insane, Microscope. I remember my first attempt to install Executor mod chip on my Xbox. Failed. Took me 3 times. Yeah, I failed at the first Nintendo Switch. So I owe my daughter a Nintendo Switch, unfortunately. I didn't use the microscope, so that's why I bought it, because a lot of guides said you should use a microscope for it. So I kind of feel bad that I did that. I'm gonna do this off camera, but I'm gonna blow some of the dust out of here. I've already screwed down that board, but I'm gonna be using this Kagiwuru. I got this off of Amazon too. It's just a electric duster. Actually, I don't even know if it's charged. It's not even charged. Okay, well, I'm gonna dust it later then. I'm just gonna blow it later. Yeah, anyways. my wife's being weird in the background, so I don't know. Anyways, let's put this back in here. And there we go. So the cutoff time tonight is going to be 8:30 for, was it 8:30 or 9? What did we say? I think it was 8:30 for any of the live super stickers or chats or anything. If you want to still donate after, that would be awesome. Doesn't matter though if you do. Everybody, there was like 38 or 40. I think there was 38 or 40 entries. I calculated them out and put them on the post. I can't remember how many there were all together for that video. So don't forget, because I will randomly just throw a video up that says, hey, this is going to be, was it 9? Okay, it is 9 then. Okay. 9 o'clock is the last time you can send a donation, and it was 5 o'clock tonight that you could actually become a member if you wanted to become a member. That's what I did. Yeah. Yeah, for entries, right? Okay. There. Trying to make sure I pay attention to what I'm doing, because I am working with this right now too, and kind of trying to talk at the same time. That is the way to go. Slips in a sponsor. Yeah, I'm trying to keep track of the chats. I know there's not a huge amount of chat in here, but how many are in here tonight? I want to see. 20? Oh geez, that's crazy. Did I? Yes, it's 9 p.m. Yeah, so we got Juan with 5, Victor with 10, and Little T's Honeybees with 20 extra entries tonight, and donations to support the channel, of course. Now, I say it that way just because it's simpler to say it that way rather than entries or anything like that, just because I am going to be adding all of those. Well, are you adding those right now? Okay. My wife's adding those right now. And then we're going to be using pickrandom.com. And we're going to try to do it as quick as possible tonight, just because last few giveaways turned into very long, drawn out giveaways, and that's why we're doing it a little bit differently. Because I'm not really all about, you know, you guys donating or sending me money or anything like that for this stuff. I'm choosing to do this. I know somebody said something about that, and it's not really the case. I am just doing this because I feel like it's great to get something back, because you guys are helping me with the channel and it growing and everything. And just by becoming a subscriber and viewing my videos, I did mention this in my video about hold on a second, about becoming a member and stuff. And yeah, crap, see, this magnet wants to grab it. I use the tweezers usually. Hold on a minute. Let me catch my thoughts here. Ugh. I can't forget the joystick too. I haven't put that in yet. I just realized that. So let's get this one in because this is annoying. This magnet just wants to grab that screw. And then you got to make sure. Okay. Perfect. All right, that's good. You don't lose that screw underneath the magnet. Now that's the longer one. The longer one goes on this side. Didn't notice that it's like a little tiny bit longer. You can't even really tell. Then we'll try out all the buttons obviously after with the key mapper. Not the key mapper, the key tester tool. So yeah, what was I talking about? So basically, I'm not expecting anybody to, you know, send money to the channel, and I think I already messed up, by the way. I had to put this joystick in first, and I just lost my dust collector over there. Okay, put the joystick in before the light bar. I got sidetracked. As CPPC Tech sends $2 donation. Yee mods. Do you guys like this stuff? Like, I was actually shocked that you wanted me to do this tonight. It's actually interesting to see what you guys like more than anything, because I do enjoy doing this kind of stuff. I almost forgot to put this dust cover in here. I have a video coming for the PS Vita as well, and members are going to see that first, obviously. I ended up changing out the whole front plate, so I was right, by the way. If you guys watched my Walmart PS Vita video, the screen was bad. I thought it was just me, and the screen actually was bad on it. And as soon as I put on the new screen that I did, which I got off Amazon, you can get it from AliExpress too if you want to, but what am I doing here? I'm gonna turn this. I noticed a huge difference. Like the screen looks so much better now, and the funny thing is I shared a post on the members only. The name of that screen on the box was literally the A word white. Butt white. It was butt white. Drag on, we already know I win. Yes, I'm modding RG350XX plus took like a PS, or looked like a PS1. Yeah, Juan and I have been kind of talking on Discord a bit, and he's been showing some mods in the channel as well, or on the Discord channel. And it's really cool when I see other people that are passionate about this kind of stuff too, because I like doing this. And it's not for everybody. Not a lot of people like to tinker with small electronics and stuff like that, and I like to do it. The first electronic I ever took apart was a PC power back in '96. It was probably like I was like 6 or 7. I don't know. I say I was 6 years old. I was probably like 7 years old or something. And I took apart my mom's PC. Yeah. I think I've shared that story before. Put it back together. I'm still alive. My uncle was a PC repair person on my mother's side, and yeah, that looks really cool. Let's see what those buttons feel like. Now, I wanted to get these buttons are great. Like, they're almost identical to the original. I really like that. That white with those buttons, or that blue and those white buttons. That looks really, really good. Modding is the #1 thing I like to do. It's an addiction. Yeah, I like modding, hacking, all that kind of stuff. That's just... So yeah, I'm not doing the volume rocker because I would have to take out the battery. The whole battery has to come out. These ribbon cables are very delicate, and then there's a plate back there. I did a video about that, so I'm not going to do that today, but I am going to put back on the back plate. I'm not changing these out either, because I don't even know if I got those, but I don't really care about that because I'm not seeing the back anyways. I'm just seeing the front of this, and that looks really cool. kind of wish these were white with the Y, X, A, and B, but now I'm not going to get confused when I play with this thing because the buttons will be in the right spot, because I get confused a lot about that. Now, I play on the Nintendo Switch and I don't really think about it when I'm on there, but on this thing, I always feel like I gravitate down to the A button, and then when I look at the button, I think, oh, this is the wrong button. So now I'm going to play in Xbox mode all the time. I think I should have changed the whiteout on those, but whatever, doesn't matter. Now, this is the T, so this was the Philips bit that I used, the PH0 the whole time. This is the T5 bit that came in my blue kit. And I'm gonna have an affiliated, see that rhyme there? It's trying to be like Eminem again. Link in the description below. It didn't work out, I know. I'm modding, not moving. That doesn't sound fun. I'm moving, watching you modding, wonder what I'll forget. You can always go back and watch this. I did do a more guide worthy tutorial about changing out these buttons though, if you want to go check that out. I did the PSX style, or the PlayStation or PS2 style buttons. I say PS2 because they aren't really PlayStation controller looking buttons, they're more PlayStation 2 to me. And I did a guide about that, and I've also taken apart a couple. Didn't forget the dust cover. Great. All right, let's see if it turns back on. There goes. AYN. There we go. Now, that took me about an hour with talking. I think it's good. The volume black with that skin blends in. Yeah, it's not gonna bug me anyways. I think that looks good. Now this piece right here, I did, like I said, a video about that. That's actually a ribbon cable part, so that's why I didn't want to mess with that today, because that's a whole piece that goes all the way over and everything and then connects into the board. So it still looks great. I think that looks awesome. The white on the blue looks really cool, and the black buttons look okay. I think it looks okay. I don't know, what do you guys think? What do you think? Come on, send me a message, tell me what you think about it. Let's check out the buttons, make sure everything's working fine. Odin settings, and we'll go to joystick calibration, gamepad test. I wouldn't have done it either. A, B, X, Y. Now these buttons are going to be backwards, obviously, because I'm using Odin mode. Oh no, they're right. Yeah, they are wrong. Never mind. Now I'm really confused. Joystick. Joystick. Start, select. Home button. Yeah, everything's all good. All the ribbon cables are seated properly. Everything seems good. And joystick calibration. Oops. Calibrate the M2. Perfect. And good to go. All right, that looks good. Joystick LEDs. Enable side LEDs. Everything's good. We can see all the LEDs, and that looks awesome. What color did I put this on? I think it's just white. Is that white or is that blue? There we go. There's the blue. That looks good. White with blue on white. Now we got a fancy Odin 2 Max. Now what do we do? We got another half an hour. Should we game? Should we play some Call of Duty Warzone on my rooted Odin 2? Maybe we should not play that, because I guess there's a lot of hate for that game right now. I guess Juan was telling me that there's a big hate for this game right now. Accept, never miss a drop. I don't want to turn on notifications. I don't like that. Yeah, I'm gonna put all my parts back in here, and then it's just gonna go into my parts drawer. Like later on, I might, I don't know, change that out. I don't know, it might be just a backup piece if I feel like doing it later on. But this is something that I've been wanting to do for a while, And where did my joystick hat go? There it is. You want to just put the joystick hats back on. Maybe clean up the parts. As you can tell, the joystick hats collect a lot of dust for you so they don't get into your actual joysticks. And there. Everything back in the bag. Back into my little box of wonder. Where's my blue? See it? My blue, oh, it's on the floor. This is the toolkit I was using today. Move this out of the way. I know everything I own is blue. And my logo is purple because I'm color dumb, by the way. I thought my my logo was blue and I just kind of rolled with it now. But I like purple. Purple's a nice color. Don't have any hate for purple. This is a Y2-bit, by the way. This is because I was hacking my Nintendo Switch earlier. Another cool thing, actually, I could talk about quick. After I get all this cleaned up, because that's one big thing I like to make sure, because I have a little bit of OCD, is not having stuff all over the place. Is... You have the hacked Nintendo Switch over there? There on the shelf. Grab it for me, please. It's just my Nintendo Switch. In the top bucket. Top basket. Yeah. So I'm going to show you guys something. Not going to show you everything about it. We got this thing. And a lot of you know what that is. And yes, it's real. Yes, it works. I'm going to be doing a video about this on the channel. And if those don't know, if people don't know what this is, Google it, because it's not actually as bad or as, you know, illegal looking as it might seem. It's really not like an R4 card. You still have to have your own physical games. Some of these content creators that have shared kind of vaguely about this thing kind of said that, kind of didn't, from what I remember hearing. And there's a lot of people that are wondering where the heck theirs are. So the reason why I have mine, I pre-ordered my original one on the Make Switch website. This is thermal paste because I, again, was hacking my Nintendo Switch earlier. I gotta put this knife away before it sharpens and cuts me. Let's go the MiG. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it too much today. I will be doing a video about my experience with it and what it can actually do and my thoughts on it, because again, it's not these things right here. It's really a whole different thing on a different level. They did a good job with this, and I think Splintendo is just going to kind of laugh at it in a sense, because it's really a neat thing to have if you have a huge collection of games and you want to travel or something. But that's all I'm going to say. We're just downloading an update. That's why I'm kind of just rambling on. Angel, for a month, where did your skin... Where did you get your skin? I get that question all the time. My skin, yeah. So yeah, basically I'm going to talk about this later on this week and let you guys know everything about it. And I'm going to share a tutorial about how to set it up for those that want to buy one on Patreon only. I'm not going to share the tutorial on YouTube just because I don't have a million subscribers like Tacky does. And yeah, I don't want to get in trouble. So I want my YouTube channel to grow, and I don't care about sharing what it does. It's educational, and it actually teaches anybody that is interested in it what it is actually going to do for you as a gamer. Now, I forgot to change my button layout. Oh yeah, we can do that now from the actual game. I forgot about that. Go over here, gamepad mode and Xbox mode. And I'm going to plug this in so you guys can actually hear the gameplay if you want to. There. Now, I haven't been playing a lot of this because I play on... Where is it? Right there. auxiliary mode. Let me turn that down a little bit. I play a lot of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 right now, and I finally jumped into a zombie match last night, and I had no idea what I was doing. I remember Black Ops Zombies, that was my favorite. So where did I get my skin? I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna share that right now, because maybe my thumbnail needs to be changed, which I think I might do, because it kind of looks a little bit scary to some people maybe. I literally have somebody holding a knife and it looks like I'm stabbing something. Trying to find it here. What scale of Vita fan are you? 1 to 10? Right now, Vita fan, I am all about the Vita right now. Like I like everything about it. I wish I bought a Vita years ago, but now that I do have it and I waited, I would say if it weren't for the battery, because the battery life kind of sucks, I would give it a 9 maybe out of 10. I don't know if there's a battery mod that I could do for it. Huh? Am I searching the channel? Yes, but I don't have access to get over there. I think it's over here. So there it is, right here. Alright, this is where I got my skin. Black Ops 2 Zombies, that was the best. That was the one with Moon, right? Because I played Moon with a bunch of good people. Like there's 4 people, or 4 of us, obviously. We played from, I think it was like 7 o'clock at night until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We got to round like 52 or something like that. Persona 4 Gold is the best on Vita. I'll have to check that out. I get 5 to 7 hours on stock 2000. That's not bad. Yeah, like it depends on what you're playing, I guess. Like I noticed my battery drains really quickly. Like it's, I don't know if it's maybe the battery's old and it just needs to be replaced, which I might do. I'll have to check out Persona 4 Gold. That's for that. I'll have to check that out. I'm a big Final Fantasy. I like Final Fantasy games on PlayStation and stuff. And I played Emulation on it. I'm actually shocked at how well the Emulation has been running on that thing. Even with like N64 and stuff like that. Like I thought N64 would have lagged a lot. Now I did notice some audio tearing and stuff like that every once in a while, depending on what you're doing in the game. Like Super Mario 64, for example, is what I was playing. But yeah. It's the 1000. So it's the 1000 model with the 3G. The 3G SIM card slot. Now it doesn't have the SIM card slot anymore. It has the SD card reader. I should find my headphones. There they are right there. Not sure if these are powered on or not. Oh, now I can hear myself talking. Am I watching myself? I am watching myself. At least I have my desktop audio turned off. My video is playing on the other screen still. Properties. There we go. Yes. All right, well, it didn't recognize that I had a controller, so I'm gonna have to leave this match. Now I wonder if it's not gonna recognize that I have a controller when I change it to Xbox mode or not. Hopefully that's not the case. I haven't tried that yet because I have it set into Odin mode usually. Tempest is a great version of the game if you're into it like me. They got a 42,100 milliamp battery on Amazon for Vita. That makes a good video for you. That explains a little. The 3G drains the battery. Yeah, I took out the 3G. So my favorite console, Victor Diaz, Xbox 360. That's my favorite console of all time. Mobile handhelds. My favorite mobile handheld would be the Game Boy Advance. That's probably why my my logo is the Game Boy Advance. I had a friend that owned, actually Curtis knows that person. Yes, quit the match. Is this actually going to recognize the Xbox? There we go. We join match. Let's see if this works. Hopefully that works. He had a Game Boy Advance. I had the Game Boy Advance SP growing up. I always wanted the Game Boy Advance, even though my Game Boy SP had a backlit screen. I think something about the horizontal or portrait, not portrait, landscape. Is this actually working or what? There we go. Landscape orientation of devices was something that I always liked. And I don't know, there's something about the Game Boy Advance that I always liked, like the look of it and everything. That's probably why I modded so many Game Boy Advances in the day, back in the day. Well, not back in the day, but recently, I guess. Now, I'm not going to pretend I'm any good at this game, by the way. Like, I'm okay at it. I'm not, like, a master of Warzone. I don't really play Warzone on the computer too often either. Not sure if you guys can see the screen very well, but I like how it feels, though. I like how the game plays on this device. And I know I did a video about that Turtle Beach controller that I recently got, and it is actually really, really awesome. It reminds me a lot of playing with a Xbox controller. And I was actually shocked when Turtle Beach sent me an email about that, because not in a million years would I expect Turtle Beach to reach out to me, and that was really cool. And I really highly recommend getting that thing on Amazon. It is cheaper on Amazon if you guys want a controller for your phone. If you don't have an Odin 2, obviously. So yeah, that's a really cool alternative for a phone. And I did share something kind of neat about it when you have a phone with a phone case on and everything, because that was one big downside that I ended up fixing anyways, was the fact that what is that? Oh, I have no inventory left. What, did they change the button layout of this game or what? I haven't played this in a couple days. Grab that. Put the UAV. I think that was UAV. Or was that a mortar? I don't know. No. My big problem is I forget that the safe zone closes down. Where is this guy? Yeah, I'm gonna be quiet for a second because I'm... Yeah, I think he's dead. Let me... Is anybody talking or no? Is the chat just not... Is it refreshing? What was the last thing somebody said? The Tempest thing? No, is it did refresh? Connected to the big screen? 840. Yeah, I could do that. Let me do that after this round, after I'm done. Yeah, that controller. Okay, so I did a video about that controller, and the only reason why I sent that controller back to Amazon, which yeah, I'll do that sometimes, is because I already own a couple USB-C type controllers, and I didn't see a point in keeping something that basically did the same thing as all my other ones. And for the price at the time, now I know it's gone down in price a bit. Shoot. Run, run, put that big gun away and just run. Ah, shoot. say I'm not playing like I'm good or anything, but I'm actually, I don't know what I'm doing. I know there's a guy back there, but I'm not going back that way. Oh, we got UAV. Yeah, my chat's not refreshing for some reason. I think it's because I closed down my video on the other screen. Except for that. All I see is the last chat that I see is the Tempest one. And you said, Juan said something about putting it on the big screen. Shoot is what I did. Alright, I gotta put some more armor on. Why did they change the menu? They changed the UI again. No, they changed the UI. Oh, we're losing. Come on. Get in. You don't want to come with me in my car? Get in my car. Let's go. We gotta get out of here. They're coming after us. Fine. You that way. I'm gonna go run this guy over. Yeah, just ran him over. Thought I wasn't good at this. Open the door. What the frick? What are you doing? All right, that scared the crap out of me. Win later? Oh, wine? I haven't tried wine. I haven't even tried win later on Android or anything yet. I know there's a lot of updates on it and stuff lately, but I think it's only because I already have like a Windows PC handheld. And I don't really... I like my Android for Android. If that makes any sense. Oh, shoot. Where the frick was he? Where? Oh, he was over there. Okay. Well, I did pretty good, I think. I died. All right, let's try to refresh this so I can actually see what you guys are saying. Yeah, see the chat. There we go. What did I say? Don't say things like that. It always ruins things. Missed the whole swap thing. Oh well, better late than never. Loving the new look of the Odin 2. What do you think about running Windows on the Android Mobox Wine? Yeah, like I said, I haven't tried that yet. Juan, I don't know if I'm gonna plug this in because I don't have my HDMI all hooked up, and with the time that it is right now, I think I'm just gonna run it right off of this. I know it's a little bit blurry, maybe. Is it blurry on your guys' screen? Is it blurry? You can still see it though, right? Maybe if I held it like this. You can always go back and watch the live. It took me about just under an hour to do the whole thing because I was talking half the time, and love the collection behind you. Yeah, I'm kind of missing something on the one spot there. So those little hangers on the back, I got those on AliExpress, and they were, what did I pay, like 20 bucks for 5 of them or something like that shipped, because they're like, I don't know, they're really expensive when you buy them on Amazon. That's why I bought them on AliExpress, and I wasn't really in a rush, because I'm not Russian like this thing. This thing was made in Russia, by the way. I don't know where the little box went for it, though. What? The little box, it's somewhere. I think it's downstairs. It looks good. Yeah, I love this is actually, like, these buttons from Sakura, they're legit. Like, these, I don't know if that's what we were talking about, but they feel like the original buttons. They're smooth, they feel great. And what did I rank that? I got 4th place. Cool. No, 2nd place, I guess. Sweet. Yeah, they feel like the original buttons. They're not tacky feeling or anything, and they're smooth. Like that guy does, or that company or whatever on Etsy does a really good job with these. And that's why I got these ones, because I did the the PlayStation style ones. And no, I'm not rating your 1-star game. And I did the PlayStation ones and really liked them, to the point where I was like, I gotta get the Xbox ones, because I like the Xbox style buttons. And yeah, I don't even have my Xbox 360 controller. And that was one big thing I liked about even my Asus ROG Ally. Like, I know the Asus ROG Ally has bigger buttons, and it reminds me, and that's why I like the Asus ROG Ally, it reminds me of an Xbox controller. With even the D-pad and everything. God, the screen is disgusting right now again. Yeah, that's why I like those. Now, I wish these companies, like Retroid, for example, Retroid did a good job, and I'm going to be doing a video about that coming soon for those Retroid lovers. How to swap your buttons without having to buy extra buttons or anything. On yeah, see, I play better at this game with this controller, or this console, by just like taking out your buttons and cutting the tabs off of them. And I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to be doing it with my one Retroid, and that'll be kind of a cool video for you guys to, I don't know why I look over here. Did you do a video on replacing the front parts of the shell on the PS Vita? On the 2000? I don't have the PS Vita 2000. So I use their buttons on most of my mods. Do you own a 3D printer? I don't. Do you want to buy me one? I hear a good one is like $5 grand. I know you can probably get like $1,000 to $2,000 one that does some like good job, obviously, but it's not something I'm looking into myself right now for anything like this. It is a good, like, I thought about getting a 3D printer a couple times, but I haven't really done a lot of investigating. Why am I landing right where everybody is? What am I doing? These are all of the enemy. Oh, give me a gun. Thank you. Oh, great. Now I'm going to pretend I'm a good sniper. Where did all those guys go? Oops. Yeah. Oh shoot, why did I do that? All right, well, that was dumb. I'm gonna crawl away. I'm gonna die in peace. Just gonna lay there. I don't know if it's any benefit to automatically kill myself or not. Maybe somebody will come save me. If you get one, get Bamboo Labs, not sponsored. They just print that good and they are dummy proof. I hated the Ender 3, so hard to get with. Ender 3 Pro 3D printer for 150. It'll do everything you want to do. Oh, really? I don't know. See, that's what I mean. Like, I haven't really studied what 3D printers are good, which ones to get, just because I know how much space they take up too. And then you gotta, you know, try to somehow make your money back by selling things, probably, I guess. Unless you just do it for yourself. But we know somebody that has a 3D printer, but I don't know what she even does really a lot on it. Does she just do like cookie cutters and stuff still? Yeah, like she makes cookie cutters and stuff like that. It's a family member of ours that has one, and sister-in-law. Yeah, yeah, whatever. Nope. Oh, bye-bye. The A1 Mini takes up a little space and prints perfect out of the box. Can pick up a bamboo lad for about 500 to 600. Yeah, I haven't, like I said, I haven't really looked at that kind of stuff, so it would be cool to check it out. I would like to do stuff like this. There's actually a couple projects that I was messing around with not Pico stuff, Arduino stuff, and I wanted to make like my own kind of handheld, but I didn't have like a 3D printer or anything to mess around with that kind of stuff, which I think would be really cool to do a video about. And like, let's design our own handheld that just like plays some retro games based off of what you guys want to see in a handheld. Because like, I have the Loki. I haven't shared anything about the Loki, but I have the Loki, and honestly, I think the next Odin, let's talk about that. The next Odin, like, these joysticks are awesome. I love these joysticks. They are really nice, and everything about this device is really nice. But I think these joysticks with bigger hats on them, yes, we can 3D print them and get bigger hats, would be great. For like really long sessions of gameplay, because like I can play on my Asus Rogue Ally for quite a bit of time, and did I get him? I can play for a long time. Oh, missed him again. And not really have any hand issues or anything. I don't have any hand cramping with this either, but I'm not playing a lot of like AAA games or anything on this, nor am I streaming any games to this just because I have the PC handheld. I know some people want to do that. They want to, you know, stream games. I've played some Fallout on it. Not a lot, like a long time or anything, but... Oh, shoot. Come on, get over there. Here I am rambling on again, and I'm not paying attention. I think this is probably going to be the last game, because it is getting to that time. Let's hype it up. Let's get excited. Let's see who wins. Now, when it comes to one big thing, when it comes to like shipping and stuff, I'm going to try to get it out to you as soon as possible, probably by Monday, Tuesday next week, or this week, I guess today's Saturday. And if you have any weird situations in your country, I'm going to let you know this, that you can't get certain things certain ways in your country. Please let me know when you win and tell me, because I want to make sure that you get your stuff on time, or stuff in general. Now, I sent something out to somebody and they haven't told me if they got it. This was like a while ago, and it was the Retroid Pocket 2S. And they never told me if they got it. And then there's somebody else that won a controller and never told me if they got it. So I didn't track it. So stuff that goes out east, I'm gonna just let you know, like, it's gonna be a little bit different process when it comes to all that kind of stuff, just because I guess certain countries don't allow for certain things to be shipped tracked, so they have to be untracked. And I never heard that they didn't get the thing. I don't know. Somebody recently we had an issue with the one giveaway, and the thing got sent back to me. That's all I'm gonna say. And I've been talking to the winner about this, and it's kind of been a nuisance thing. So not with him, it's just more of the country that it got sent to. They sent it back because it had a battery in it. So I'm trying to figure out a way to still get something out to him, because it really sucks that happened. So that's why I'm saying this, is so that if you guys have any weird regulations in your country or something, depending on where it goes, obviously, let me know in the email when you email me to claim your prize, and we'll try to figure something out. Because like I said, I've sent other stuff and didn't have... Oh crap, where the heck is this guy? Right here. Wow, my aim is terrible, and that's just because I have to shoot and run, and yeah, I need some armor. Holy Karshendoof. Whatever that meant. There's a whole bunch of guys over there. Damn it. Damn it. All right. Well, that sucks. I thought I was doing good. Separate or offer to buy them a battery and have it shipped from Amazon or something. Yeah, so shipping stuff to Europe is difficult. So I've shipped a lot of stuff overseas and stuff too. And what they said to me, which I think is completely nonsense, it was Canada Post, which is where I'm from, is Canada. They made up some rule recently that, like, the lady didn't even seem like she knew what she was talking about. That the battery has to be out of the device or something, but like, how is AYN able to ship stuff to us? And I think that's because they don't put that there's a battery in it. Like, I have a box that they ship me and it doesn't have anything like that on it, so I never had issues with it. Usually problem with slicing G-code, not the printer. But yeah, it's something that I'm just letting you guys know. Like, the controllers should be fine. The Odin will probably have to be shipped by like DHL or UPS or something overseas. It's just Canada Post's rule going overseas, and then whatever your customs imports are and stuff like that. So that's something that we'll talk about when the Odin 2 arrives or gets shipped out. But for tonight, obviously, we're here for the BSP D9 gaming controller, which, like, even on the box, there's nothing on this box that says it has a battery in it. So even though it does have a battery in it, it is rechargeable, turbo, hall rocker. Like, I'm gonna ship this out to whoever wins and make it discreet, and hopefully it makes it to you. And if you want to pay extra to ship it out via like DHL or UPS, let me know. Obviously you don't want to spend a lot of money on shipments, obviously, because like untracked is a little bit cheaper, and I can make it discreet and it'll just arrive whenever it arrives, right? So that's probably how AYN does it. So the first video I saw from you was running Linux on the Odin 2. It was a dope video. It would be awesome for an update sometime in the future. Yeah, that's so the reason why I kind of mentioned that earlier. The reason why I haven't done much more about that on this thing. I did flash stock firmware again on this and rerouted it and everything, only because I was, like I said earlier, I was not like hugely fluent with the Linux stuff. I spent like almost a weekend trying to get the thing working with Linux, going back and forth on Discord and everything, and talking to people on Discord, like other gamers alike and everything about it. So what did you put in there? Is that all from tonight? Oh, okay. So yeah, I will do an update, but I guess if you jump over to Discord, the Discord Linux chat, they are actually the person that actually created the kernel and everything to do with the Linux and stuff has been saying that we should see an actual image file very soon. And if they don't do a tutorial about it, I will do a tutorial about it and share my experience with it. And I want to do more, like I keep saying this, I want to do more lives and stuff like that too for everybody, because I think this kind of stuff is cool to see live, like hacking stuff live and stuff like that. Because like I said, I do want to do a tutorial about stuff like this too, but yeah, I've already done a tutorial about the hacking, or not hacking, modifications of the Odin 2. But yeah, just like, can you box it yourself? Yeah, I box everything myself. So that's what I mean. Like when I sent out, there was like, I think 2 or 3 gaming controllers I sent out, and that RP2S, there was an RP2S that I sent out to the Philippines, and I don't know if it made it or not. The guy never said anything, but I sent it untracked, sent a picture to him, email and everything, and it left my hands, but I haven't heard from the guy. This was like months ago. And then this situation, I sent it tracked. I was trying to send it express post. That cost me 120 bucks. And I was hoping that the last winner of the Odin 2 Oreo model, that's what the one was, it was gonna get it within 2 weeks, and it did sit in customs for like another 2 weeks after that before it got shipped back to me, which was a completely annoying situation. So that's why I'm gonna look into DHL or UPS, and that's why I said during my live we would have to talk, unless you're a member, about shipping and stuff like that and shipping costs. So now the entries for tonight are closed. We have all the entries. Where are the, oh, these are, is this the one, the members entries? Okay, these are all just the members. Yeah. Oh, you just copied them? Okay, so this is going to be really quick tonight. I'm going to show you my screen. We have our extra entries tonight. So we have Juan with 5 extra entries. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for Victor Diaz. That's extra entries. 20 for Little T's, Honeybees, CPP, C-Tech, and then of course I have all the memberships. So I'm going to show you my screen in a second here. I'm just trying to figure this out. I have the chat. Here, let's put the chat on this side of the screen. What I miss? Entries? Yeah, so this is, tonight is the BSP D9 giveaway. These are all of the members entries. I gathered all this information earlier today at 5 o'clock just to get everybody's extra entries in. These are tonight's entries from the actual live chat for any bonus entries that you wanted to get in. And now I'm going to copy and paste all of the entries from the video. That is, I thought I copied it. I thought I put it in a notepad. I guess not, but that's okay. I have it on the video. That's why we wanted to do it this way, because this one was a little bit different. This one was one of those ones where I just kind of snuck it in there and said, hey, if you made it this far into the video, Super Mario Galaxy mod, you will gain an entry on the ESP D9 gaming controller, which is something I'm going to be doing in the near future for the next Odin 2. So make sure you put that notification bell on. I know I'm not looking at the camera, but I'm trying to find, can you try to find that video for me? It's the BSP D9 one. I can't see over there. For the Odin 2, don't forget, if you're a member, I am giving away the very first members only Odin 2 with a 256 gigabyte micro SD card. Team Win Group is actually a really good SD card, by the way. I've been testing it for the last month and a half. Odin 2, white on white on white. Now, if you want a reverse Oreo, you want me to put black buttons in here, let me know before I send it out, whoever wins. That's when we reach 150 members total. Even if that takes until June or something, this is going to go to one of the members. It's going to be the battle of the members. So that'll be a cool giveaway, because it's going to be a private members only live video. How do I enter for future reference? So like I said, any videos that I release, put a notification on your YouTube to keep an eye out for entries. Now, I do share sometimes with members what videos you can go to for specific videos, and I'll share that information with some members as well, so that I say, hey, this video, there's a secret in it, so maybe you want to go watch it or something. Now, this Odin 2, this is the very last 5th Odin 2 that I'm going to be giving away. This is going to be probably the hardest game that we're going to play on the channel to win that one, the PlayStation one, and it's also going to come with a micro SD card as well, a 256 gigabyte micro SD card. And I only do 256 gigabytes just because I think that's a lot more than you actually need, unless you're playing a lot of Switch emulation, which I play enough, but I don't play a lot. If you want to upgrade your micro SD card later on, then go ahead and do that. But I think a 256 gigabyte micro SD card is great for a lot of PlayStation 2, a lot of GameCube, Wii, all that kind of stuff, for the games that, you know, you will be will you reverse Oreoing for me. So whoever wins the white one, if they want me to change out the buttons before I send it to them, I will, and I'll include the original buttons obviously too. So yeah, whoever wins that one, when we get 150 members total, that could be 150 members at $3 a piece. That doesn't matter. If you want to be a member for $3 and that's just a member, that's 5 extra entries, plus you get perks after 6 months. You get a gift sent to you via the mail if you send me your address, if you want to send me your address. You don't have to if you don't want to receive that gift package sent in the mail, which I have a really cool idea planned for all that. I have something that's actually supposed to be coming in the mail for that as well. And yeah, so enter for future reference. Just keep an eye on my videos. I do just sneak in random giveaways for certain things. Sometimes I'm like, hey, I bought 2 of these and one's going away to you. Make sure to comment on this video if you want to enter for a chance to win. And that's what I did with the BSP D9. And that's basically what we're here for today, is this cool BSP D9 wireless gaming controller. I thought this would have been a cool thing to give away to all of you, because I've done a video about almost every BSP controller out there, from the BSP D3. I didn't even know there was a BSP D4, but I guess there was. There was a 6, 7, which I have, and then I have the 8 and the 9. I really like the 8 as well. This was really cool for those that like the PlayStation controller style, and it does feel really good in the hands. And it's long. It's like, you can put like an 11-inch tablet in it, which is really cool. So that's what I did in that video. Did you copy all those into the notepad then? Yeah. So yeah, basically just keep an eye out for any of my videos. I know this is kind of off camera. There it is right there. And put that notification bell on. I don't put out a lot of videos that are like 50 minutes long. A lot of my videos are under like 15 minutes. Take 15 minutes out of any time of your day. I give you guys lots of time. Like this one was, when did I release this video? It was a month ago. And even if I made a 9,000 subscribers, which is what we're celebrating tonight, is 9,000 plus subscribers. We're at 10,000 right now, obviously, which is really, really awesome. Did not think we were going to be here this soon. And that's why we're giving away the Odin 2 base model next weekend, next Saturday. I will do a post this week about it, and I'll do a post that day as well. The next giveaway I will be announcing very soon as well, so keep an eye out for the video for that. I am dimming it down this month for how many videos I release, so it's not going to be a video a day like I have been for the last couple months. Let's get going. Let's go. We're at pre-10K club. We're actually at 10K right now. This is just the 9,000 subscriber giveaway. It's like I woke up one day, it was at 9,000, and the next day, like, it literally felt like a couple days later it was like 10,000, wasn't it? Yeah. It was really crazy that we made it to 10,000 so fast. Now I'm going to be using random.org. I'm just going to log into my account here and get that prepped. Hopefully I still have, yeah, I do have credit still. I gotta make sure I keep an eye on that. I have $3 credit left on my random.org. So new giveaway. I'm going to show you guys the screen in 1 second. Display capture, get rid of this. Multi-round giveaway. Here it is. I know you guys can see the chat. And it will yeah, so this is a live giveaway. It'll be a live giveaway next weekend as well, and that's what I do for all my giveaways. And you guys can actually go back and look at this with the code that I generate afterwards and see all the entries and all the rounds and everything. And that's why I like this random.org, because it's randomized basically generation of everything. So everything's already populated. We have all the names in here of everybody that entered. These are names from members. These are names from tonight's extra entries. These are names from all of the entries from the video, which I think were only like 42 or 40 entries or something like that. I put it in the actual the post from today as well. So description of the video, 9K subs, ESPD9 giveaway celebration. Did I spell that right? Celebration. Let's go. Let's see who wins this. Again, email me. Email is in the about page. I can't share my email on comments or on the description or anything. Tomorrow morning, I will share who won, congratulate them. I usually give a certain amount of time, like 72 hours, for you to reach out to me via email. And I'm not really a stickler for that, as long as you reach out to me before a certain amount of time. Otherwise, I am going to put it out there for another giveaway. You don't reach out to me within like max 5 days, then I will put this back out there and say, hey, we're gonna run another giveaway for this. But that being said, mostly everybody's emailed me. Make sure to email me. I will put 100 in there for me. Cost an extra 100. That's like double the price of the controller. Yeah, so Godivas, you do have your entries in here. Where are you? There you are, right there. You got 15 in there right now, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're my master member. I knew you were a master member. You're my master member. So we're gonna roll the dice. We're gonna do a 2D die, and this is how we do it. And we're gonna go with 7 rounds, and I have to paste all of the entries in there right now. So Control all. Oh, we gotta get rid of this part because that is not an entry. All right, so I'll copy, go back over here to random.org, paste that in there, and we're gonna begin the giveaway. We have 7 rounds. Good luck, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for being part of the channel. This is really crazy. 100,000 subscribers is my next milestone. 50,000 subscribers is a big milestone too, obviously, but I want to see behind me that plaque on the wall. That's all I care about, is just one plaque. If I can get 2 or 3 plaques and become the next, you know, diamond plaque holder, that'd be great, but that's not really where I'm thinking this channel's gonna go. But if it does, that'd be sweet. I don't think the diamond plaque actually exists, but anyways, let's begin the giveaway. ABXY live stream. I hate typos. I didn't even know there was a giveaway. Yeah, so that's why you gotta pay attention to the videos, Curtis. You gotta pay attention to my videos. So sometimes I just sneak in there that there's a giveaway. Let's click the first begin and wish to continue. Begin the giveaway. Round 1, we got White Boy Frick on round 1. Round 2, so the last round obviously is whoever is the top wins. DMG Clan, let's go. Ian Mulligan, how's it going? Welcome. Link Rousel got 2 spots on round 2. Bald Sage, BSG, Juan Sanchez, you made it to 2nd, and Ian Piera made it to 3rd. Little T's Honeybees 4th and 5th. We got 4 more rounds to go with Truthful Joe. That didn't mean to rhyme, but that's cool. Next round, 5, White Boy Frick again with Ryan Anderson at 2nd. I sound like I'm talking a horse race here or something. Little T's Honeybees, and we got K Jedi. No, okay. Next round, we got Curtis Johnson on round 6 and Ryan Anderson on round 2. Abstract Duality at Ice Skate also, and Hidan at 5th place. And this is the final round. Let's go. Let's throw some hearts out there, and let's see some hearts. Throw some hearts out there. ABX and Y. I'm not going to round it up until we see some ABX and Y and some DMG clans and some symbols. Let's go. Come on. BSP D9 it. Come on. 9 it up. Let's go. DMG clan. Woo! All right, you're ready to go. Final round. Let's see. Drum roll. And Neville Davids, you have won the BSP D9 gaming controller with Corey Williams and Juan Sanchez and Hidan and Nicholas Muto at 4th and 5th. Curtis Johnson, you got 6th, but you can come give me a hug if you want. So congratulations, Neville Davids, for winning the BSP gaming controller. You need to contact me via email whenever you can within at least the first like 5 days. If you miss this, I will put a congratulations to you on the channel tomorrow morning. If you're in here, I don't know if you're in here tonight. I don't think you were. Congrats to whoever won the D9. Enjoy. ABXY, DMG clan. Don't forget, guys, next weekend we're doing the first Odin 2 base model giveaway for the 5 Odin 2 giveaways. And that's going to be a big one. Stay tuned, because I have more content coming next week as well, including stuff about this thing, because that thing is going to be crazy to learn everything you want to learn about it. The big switch. Congratulations once again, Neville Davids. Send me an email. Let me know when and where I'm shipping this. Have a nice night, guys. Congrats. I'm trying to win that Odin 2 Pro. Yeah, 150 members. We need 150 members on the channel to get that. This was a quicker giveaway, which was really nice. 17 minutes in. Congratulations once again. Thank you, everybody, for being part of the channel. Don't forget to share my channel around on Reddit, Facebook, Discord, anywhere that, you know, people need help with any guides, tutorials, or videos like what we did tonight with hacking the Odin 2, or not hacking, modifying the Odin 2, for example, because I like to do a lot of this kind of nerdy stuff. I like this tech stuff. You know, I've been doing this stuff for a long time. Have a nice night, guys. Until next time, signing off, Mr. DNA.